Atlas Superstore, a map released in Season 2 and actually not really welcomed to SND players like me, just because there's a lot of places to camp in, a lot of corners, and yeah, it's a nightmare sometimes. But it is possible to rush, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a rush guide on Atlas Superstore. Recommend having a weapon that has a great controllable amount of recoil, but yet a great amount of power because you are going to need it. So in this case, I'm using the Balanced Growl. Once again, you guys can check out a video that I've made. I'll go ahead and link it down in the description below. I started this game late, but we're going to go ahead and show you what we do. Go ahead and pull out your frags. Go ahead and pull out your stims because you're going to need them. All right. Go through the main door, obviously. And then as soon as you turn this corner, you're going to aim for the post right there. Right there. That post, you're going to throw a grenade over there. That'll land it right in the middle. Go ahead and slide across. Throw a grenade in the back right corner, and then check that left for... Yep, there he is. Always check that left for a rusher. There's always a rusher that goes up that left. Go ahead and check the right. Now, go ahead and check that little crevice right there. A lot of people like to camp there. And since nobody was on top, there was no shots fired at me, which means nobody was up top, and I'm in their spawn. Easy as that. Super, super easy. Nobody has died, which means we don't know where this last guy is. And then boom, here we go. We know where he is now. He's still in his spawn. Another guy dies right about here. Yep, we know he's in that little tube now. Teammate's going to rush it. He's going to die, but I get the kill. Man, those purple tracers look good, don't they? Now, we are going to replicate this again and again. But like I said in the last video, we want to make sure that we're having at least a little bit of variation in our rush route. But we are going to run like the first 50% of the rush route the same, just because Atlas Superstore is so linear. So it's really hard to have variation. But once again, chuck a grenade over the middle just in case there's a sniper in that spot. Slide in just in case if he's on the top rack. Go ahead and throw a grenade in the back right. Check that left. Go ahead and rush on in. Dead silence right here. Checking that little crevice right here. Going through the main pipe instead of going all the way around. Found that guy that was trying to camp in his spawn. Going around the corner because he's probably around here, but teammate gets him, and that's completely fine. We're all right with that. We're in the round with only one death. This is a 13-2 game, by the way, so this is it's not hard to replicate. So like I said, always have a little bit of variation. So instead of going through all the way throughout their spawn, we decided to actually take the shortcut, and yes, we got the kill because of that. So that was good. That was good on us. Sometimes you just gotta go with your instincts, and that's okay. All right, so still on the defensive side. Just keep on doing what we're doing. And you might be asking, why do you rush on defense? Well, if you can get a couple of picks, defense is going to start playing a lot slower. And then we go ahead and get the kill down middle. Who would have thought, right? Check the right, check the left. Go in. There's a guy right there. Now, I was already weak, so that's why I kind of covered up a little bit. He got the first shot on me. If an enemy gets a first shot on you, go ahead and hide again. Pre-fire a little bit there. And then right here. A lot of people don't know about this spot, but two people come out at the same time. I was able to pick one off. So in this case, I know where that guy is. I know where he is. But you are about to see me die right here. Here's the reason why. I throw a grenade in there to see if he's still there. Because he was in that spot, and he would be camping in that spot, but I would have gotten a hit marker. So that's why I decided to rush up here, but guess what? Yep, he's hiding in that stupid little thing right there. But luckily for me, my teammate was able to see where my marker was, and he was able to get the kill. And that's the thing. Sometimes your death in a situation like that is actually helpful. Just for the sole reason that the death marker shows up, and the enemy has to move up in order to win the round. So they know that he wouldn't have moved back or double back. He would have had to move up.
Yeah, he was camping for me.
All right. Now we're on the offensive side. And we're still going to rush on the B side because a lot of people don't go B side for some odd reason. So go ahead, chuck a nade right over the bin into their spawn right there. That should bank off the wall, and it should go into that crevice in the corner. That's where I'm going for. Now through these boxes, you're going to be able to get into like the pellet jack. The pellet jack right there, the grenade. That's where it went. Because a lot of people like to camp in that corner. Now, a lot of people like to camp in this corner right here to the right. That's why I'm checking it here. And then I get a little glimpse of somebody. I know he's not going to peek it, so I go ahead and rush him. And then right here, I hear something behind me. So I act like I'm going towards the B-bomb. Instead, I'm actually aiming towards him. He wasn't expecting me to actually fight him right there. So that was a good play on my side. Always listen to your audio cues. Your audio cues are probably one of the most important things in Search and Destroy, just for the sole fact that it gives you information. It doesn't matter if there's one person left or if there's three people left. If you can give your teammates a call out on where one of those three people are, that's one person that you don't have to worry about, especially if they're moving around in their spawn, because they won't push, they won't do anything. Now, same thing over again. Chuck that nade right over the bins, so that way it banks off the wall and goes into that little crevice right there. And then right over these boxes, we're going to throw another grenade, and I think you're going to see it where it actually lands this time, because I decided to rush up quick. There it is, right there. Now, go ahead and check the middle row. Go ahead and check behind me. And a lot of people like to camp up top, and a lot of people like to camp on bottom right there, so that's why I go in this spot sometimes. So go ahead and check my left. Boom. I got somebody there. I didn't think anybody else was there, but of course they're camping in their spawn. Of course somebody else was there. Why wouldn't they be there? And I always check the kill cam, because in that case, I was actually able to tell my team that there were 2 people right in there. We still lost the round, but that was the only round that we lost. So, in my personal opinion, I think it's okay. So, once again, check the nade over. And this time, I'm actually going to go for the middle route. Now, the reason why is because they are desperate. They are wanting the A plant. The A plant is the fastest plant. It's the most dangerous plant, but it is the fastest plant. So I go ahead and cover it with the cluster strike, and then I go ahead and decide to move over to B. I check the middle, I get a pick, good stuff. Always check where people are. Just check in the general area. As long as somebody's not aiming or firing at you, you should be good and should be ready to go to move on. So, I'm in their spawn now. If they want to move to B, guess what? It's too late. I'm already there. And then right here, I hear a little something behind me. He probably has tracker on, so he's probably following me right here. Boom, get the kill. It's all over. Man, I love those purple tracers, man. Now, the rush route does have to change a little bit in variation and in timing, because Atlas, like I said, is so linear, and it's tough, but possible at the same time. So now, we're back on the defensive side, but you already know that our rushing is not going to stop. But instead of going to B, I decide to go for, once again, a little bit more of a middle way kind of thing. So I go A side, I throw that nade over, everybody knows that nade spot, and then I throw it right there just in case if there's a sniper, I can get a hit marker on them, it would be great. And then, of course, somebody's camping up there. Go ahead and get the pick there. I heard somebody rushing me, so I knew I had to fight him first. I had to get the first shot off in order to win the battle because I was already a little bit hurt. And so, that's what happened. I pop in the UAV, and it's basically over at this point. But yeah, that's Atlas Superstore. And it's actually not that hard to play Atlas. You just need to know where the usual hiding spots are. And that is the blessing and the curse of a map like this. Sure, people hide in corners. Sure, people like to camp. But in a linear map like this one, the places where you can hide, the places that you can camp, are very, very learnable, which means you know where they are. In this case, you could actually play a play style that fits looking into those corners, that fits surprising those places, basically is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.